Greetings, gentlemen and ladies. In today's video we are taking out the old classic Windforce Hydra bow. This was the prize, the gem, the jewel, the most sought after and expensive item on eBay back in the day. Like $1,000 this thing was going for. And we're facing it up against Faith, the new, well, like I say, relatively new in Diablo 2, 20 years old. You know, newer than Windforce, right? We're matching up these two bows today to see just how Windforce stacks up against Faith. Alright, let's kick things off. Alright, let's take a look at the stats. The Windforce is of course a unique Hydra bow. This one I have socketed with a Shale rune. If you're going to use Windforce, obviously you'd want to put a socket in it, and Shale gets that attack speed up 20% more. The Windforce actually does have a higher overall increased attack speed than the Faith runeword, but Faith also has a Fanaticism aura, level 15 Fanaticism aura. And when you take a look at the two attack speeds side by side, here's the Hydra bow, and here is Faith. Faith is a notch faster between the two, but it is pretty darn close. And of course, like I mentioned, that Fanaticism aura at level 15 gives you a 288% damage bonus, a 33% attack speed bonus, and a 110 increased attack rating, so that's pretty good. Also, your party gets a bonus to damage, so again, very, very nice. In terms of raw damage, the Hydra bow has 244 to 3692 damage, whereas Faith has a higher lower end damage, 596, to a lower higher end damage, 3140. Here we go, 244, 3600, 59 to 31. In terms of additional modifiers, the Windforce has a knockback, and it also has a nice little 8% mana stolen per hit. A little bit of strength, a little bit of dexterity, and whoa, oh no, game breaker right here. Heal stamina plus 30. This competition is over. Clearly the Windforce wins. Windforce? More like Windforce. Okay, on the other hand, like I say, the Faith has that level 15 Fanaticism aura. It also has 2 to all skills, and you put that into a Grand Matron bow for an additional 2 to bow and crossbow skills, effectively 4 to bow and crossbow skills, and here's a huge, huge component of the Faith runeword, and that is ignores target's defense. That strips out a target's defense rating. That is amazing. That is going to make so many more targets so much easier to hit. I mean, not that it really matters that much with that Fanaticism aura and an attack rating bonus. That's just a huge attack rating. Like, I mean, what does this bow even miss? This Amazon could fire this bow blindfolded behind her back, and it would still hit its target every single time. And last but not least, on the Faith runeword, a very nice 15 to all resistances, and a weird little 10% reanimate as returned, which is kind of quirky and kind of cute. Anyway, that's the stats. Let's take a look at how these perform in combat. Alright, let's first look at the Windforce versus Eldritch and his buddies. We're testing clear speed here. We're just going to try to get a feel for it. How fast is it going to clear things out? Pretty fast. That's the Windforce. That's nothing to complain about. Let's head down to Shank the Overseer. We'll see how quickly this bow takes him out. Of course, that nearly 100%, actually over 100% pierce rating with the Razor Tail Belt really helps. But yeah, she's doing a real good job here, you know. The Windforce is legit. Like, there was a reason this bow was, you know, so sought after and so coveted back in the day. That's a legit bow. That's a legit clear speed. Oh, right. Time for the Faith runeword. Here we go. Pew 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 pew. I don't know. What do you guys think? That was also really fast. Those were almost so fast it's hard to measure which one was faster. Of course, sometimes you get special modifiers on monsters which can affect the equation a little bit, but we're going to try this in a few places against a few different monsters. Here we go. Still taking the Faith out, taking down Shank and his buddies. Alright. I mean, that's legit too. I don't know which was faster between those two. They were both quite good. Let's take this to some other locations. Alright, starting with Windforce again, here we are at the Moo Moo Farm. We got some nice hit point rich cows to kind of give this a better test at. Here we go. Windforce, go go go. Go go go. Well, it's not immediately killing them, but actually we got some champions in the lot. Well, it's doing pretty good though. They're all going down pretty good. That's pretty fast. That is pretty darn good. Yeah, nothing bad about that. There really isn't anything bad about that. That's a pretty good clear speed. Okay, on to the Faith runeword. Let's gather up another little herd of cows. One more little group should do the trick. Yeah, okay, that should be pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. All together now, try to make this kind of fair, and go. Oh, I'm going to have to get out of the way. Faith, faith, faith. Pew, pew, pew. Plink, plink, plink. That was also pretty good. I think that was a little faster. It felt a little bit faster to me, but it's hard to tell. They're almost, you know, they're not exactly the same. I'm not going to say they're both as good as each other because Faith, I dare say, you know, is the better bow, but it's not a huge difference. It doesn't feel like a huge difference when you're playing it. They both feel pretty darn good. That little return is kind of nice, actually, to distract the cows and keep them from chasing me. That's kind of all right. All right, back to Windforce again. Let's take out this herd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many shots is this? It does feel a little bit slower. Yeah, it does feel a bit slower, but not a huge amount. All right, let's see. Here's another little herd. Pew, 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 pew. This is now Faith, of course. You can see by that fanaticism aura. Actually, I don't even know. I don't know. This is so close. It really feels quite close, damage-wise, between these two bows. Of course, the Faith will have probably a slightly better chance of hitting targets every time, but not by a huge amount. But that attack rating bonus is really nice. Here we are with Faith some more. Different from Faith no more. This is Faith some more. Because, yeah, you know, you just gotta have it sometimes, right? Right, okay. A little bit more Windforce. Pew, 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 pew. I'm trying to get a feel for this, right? I'm really trying to get a feel for which of these feels faster. Now we're back to Faith again. Let's look for one more group. One more group with Windforce. Actually, let's just do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many shots is this? I don't know. Quite a few shots. Okay, here's a good amount. Let's see how Faith does against all of these guys here. Gonna have to spread out that multi-shot. Yeah, that's pretty darn good. Faith is starting to feel faster. I think we're going to do something fun. We're going to break these down into slow motion and put them side by side and see how they do. I just wanted to also point out there is definitely something nice about that knockback effect on the Windforce. On the left, we have the Windforce. I've slowed this down to 25% normal speed. We started attacking at basically exactly the same time. There's almost the same number of cows. All of them started at full health. None of them are champions, all just regular cows. So we're just testing how quickly these two bows compare side by side in terms of clear speed. And I got bad news, guys. That's the photo finish. So it is very nice to be able to buff your party members up with that fanaticism aura, or your mercenary. If you have a mercenary in that gets that fanaticism aura, obviously Faith is the winner, since the clear speed between these two bows looks very close. But then of course you add things like 15 to all resistance. Even that 10% reanimated as returned is kind of useful in certain situations and keeping monsters from attacking you. That's kind of alright. But I gotta say, Windforce did a lot better than I thought it was going to do. This old champion bow, this old legendary bow, I would call it absolutely still viable for a Boazon. Like, I would not be unhappy if I had to use Windforce. So hey, that concludes this side-by-side. If I missed anything that you guys think is relevant to this comparison, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, let me know if there's any other matchups you'd like to see me compare, old versus new, or any other runewords versus runewords. I like this kind of video. It's pretty fun to make. Alright, have a great day. A very big thank you to my viewers and subscribers. I appreciate the support. You guys are rock stars. Thank you very much for viewing, for watching.